Hey, did you know? It's time. Yeah, I know I don't have a watch here, but it's time for another pickup video, and I'm very excited to show you what I found. The week started off really slow, and I kind of bought some stuff I probably shouldn't have, but come Wednesday it snowballed on me, and I found a lot of stuff, so let's get straight into it because I don't want to waste your time telling a story or anything like that. So, very first thing here I found is another Xbox controller, and you asked why did you buy another Xbox controller, because every week you seem to have an Xbox controller. Well, it was $3, and at my Value Villages, especially the one really close to where I live, they're really jacking up the prices on these things. So when I saw $4, I thought, okay, I'll grab it. I actually have another Xbox controller where for some reason I think the internal mechanisms are all messed up. So when I press up on the left analog stick, it causes me to turn around. It's really weird. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap the guts out of it and put the guts of this one inside the other one. And you may ask yourself why, because the other one's actually a blue controller and it goes with my blue system. So I kind of wanted to have it working correctly. So this is a replacement controller for that other one where I'm going to swap it out. Also at Value Village, I found this DVD remote control for the Xbox. It again was $4, and it's brand new. So $4 brand new, sure. Like I said, the Value Villages by my place are really jacking up the prices, and they're actually selling power supplies for $10. Are you kidding? Next time I go there, I'll take some video and I'll show you $10 for a power supply. Unbelievable. Next up, I went to, let's show this stuff, a Goodwill, and I know Canadian Retro has mentioned this, and I'm kind of mentioning it too. Goodwill is kind of forcing you to buy stuff so that you can kind of get your money's worth. And I really wanted, for some reason, this GameCube, which I don't really need because I have a silver one boxed and complete. But I thought, you know what, if I can get this and kind of throw in a couple extra stuff, then it brings down the price of this because, well, this came with a power supply. And I think I need the power supply. So, anyways, this one is in really good shape, and it was $12, nothing inside. And like I said, they're doing this thing where at some Goodwills they do spend $30, save $10, and at the Goodwill where I got this stuff at, it's spend $30 and save $15. So I asked the cashier, why are some locations save $10, some save $15? And she actually gave me an answer. She said that the Goodwill that I was at that time is considered a Goodwill outlet, which is something brand new because it never used to be a Goodwill outlet. So that's why they're doing 15% off and 50% off basically. So anyways, I kind of had to throw some stuff in to make it worth it, and it's nothing special at all. World Championship Poker. And this one, yeah, this one's complete. I'm really not interested in anything here. Guitar Hero, and I'm not really a Guitar Hero fan because I actually play the guitar. So that is complete as well, and I don't know, I have no interest in it. Guitar Hero and Guitar Hero 2 Dual Pack, and again, this one is complete with both discs, as far as I know. I didn't even check this. Has the manual, again, not really something I'm overly interested in and probably will never play, so it probably won't stay. Next up is Amped 2, or is this Amped? Amped 2. And this I got because this was stolen, so I'm going to use it as a case. And finally the Sims 2, and this again was stolen. Has the manual and everything else, but game missing. They keep moving where their games are and DVDs are, so they used to be behind the counter, and now they kind of put them out where everyone can get to them pretty easily. So thieves have really been getting to these games and stealing them. So anyways, for all that I paid $15. Moving on, I went to, let's do this stuff I guess, a Salvation Army that I rarely find anything at because it's stolen. I'll show you the stuff I picked up. This I picked up for free, obviously. Gran Turismo 3 A-Spec again. Stolen! Shrek Smash and Crash Racing. Got it for free. Stolen. SSX 3. Again for free. Stolen. So you're seeing kind of a trend this week where everything's stolen. Some stuff I did find that wasn't stolen yet was Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories. Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories on the PS1, and not really something I'm interested in. It is complete. Apparently it's only one disc. It is complete. I don't know why they put it in a jewel case like this, but this was $2.99. But the winner is Paper Mario, Thousand Year Door, which I've never played. I have this already, but I've never played. And this was the one I was actually after because it is in here, and I'm very happy it's in here. The only thing is the disc is messed up, and I don't know if it'll work. It may work. I'll have to try it out. I was taking a gamble on this, so I will try it out. It's pretty dirty. Once I clean it up, I'll test it out, make sure it works, and see what happens. Yeah, this is the one I was actually after. I have a feeling it's going to fall. I went to... Where did I buy these from? Bought this from another Salvation Army. Pac-Man World Tour. Pac-Man World 2. I'm having a problem speaking today for some reason. This is actually in there. Surprise, surprise. It has the manual, but the manual is missing the cover. So that's the only thing that's really wrong with it. The game is mint, and that's kind of why I picked it up. There is some writing on the back, if you can see there. So I may need to replace this. I probably will have to replace this manual here. Went to a Value Village, and kind of another question I'll pick up. WWE Day of Reckoning, first one. I have the second one, and I kind of was debating about picking this up, and I figured, what the hell? All the other games at the Value Village were like $8. This one was $5, and the disc was mint. And the problem is there's no manual, so I have a feeling I could come across this game pretty frequently, and I can find a manual for it. But WWE Day of Reckoning on the GameCube, it's an exclusive, and I have the second one already, so here's another one. There's still more. I went to a Goodwill, and I found 2 more things. It was half price day. It was actually yesterday. And I picked up Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2, and this was $2.50 complete. And I'm a fan of Need for Speed, so what the hell. Killzone Liberation. This was also $2.50, and if you can kind of see in the reflection, see like right there, it's still brand new and sealed. So $2.50, brand new, sealed. And this is the not for resale copy. I'm not sure if this came with a system or what, but not for resale. Next up, I have a huge stack of games. I went to a Thalys, and I went and cashed out, and the lady goes, "Everyone's buying games today." I said, "Probably because you just put them out." So, but the question is if everyone's buying games, how did I come across all that? It's kind of strange. So maybe the pickers weren't too good, or maybe they struck gold and left the rest of this stuff, but the stuff I found wasn't too bad. So this stuff was here, these first two games anyways, were bagged, and I opened them up. Sly 3, and this was $4. Complete. And actually, I thought I had this game, but I do not. So I have Sly 2. So I'm happy to have this one. Along with that is the original Sly Cooper, and this again was $3. And again, this one's complete as well. I knew I didn't have this one, so I wanted to add this one into my collection. So Sly Cooper. I picked up another Yu-Gi-Oh game here. I have no plan on playing these. Shit. What did I pay for it? Probably $4 again. Yep, $4. And this one's Yu-Gi-Oh! Capsule Monster Coliseum. Okay. There it is. And again, this one is complete. And these ones sell for a decent amount, so I should get some money back on that one. Now on to the good stuff. Some of the good stuff. SSS Tricky. And I've heard a lot of good things about this one. I wanted to pick this one up. I remember seeing this at a GameStop, and it was on the GameCube when they were clearing out the GameCube stuff, and it would never drop past like $20. I'm like, I'm not going to drop $20 on this. But for this one, I paid $3, and it is complete. And I'm looking forward to playing this because it's winter. So if it was like summer, I would have this would be sitting on my shelf. I would never play it, but because it's winter, I'm looking forward to playing this, and I'll probably play it next week or so. Next up is, I always have problems with this one, Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 2. There it is. And if you remember from my gaming goals, I was looking to get this complete. Sadly, this one is not. But if you remember, I have the case and manual for this one. So I'm going to take the disc out of this one, shove it into the other one, and then I have an extra insert basically. So for this, I paid, again, what is this, $2.99? Yeah, $2.99. Helps if I know the price. Next up is Super Bust-A-Move 2, and I love these games. I really love these Bust-A-Move games. This was, again, $2.99. Probably can't see that. Complete. And this will be played pretty quickly, I'm sure. Next up is a game I'm actually really curious about. It's Activision Anthology, and this has, I think they said 45, over 45 radical games in one. So, and I think it has to do with like the Atari age. So all the Activision games, I guess, that were on the Atari 2600. This one here is, this one here is complete, and I'm looking forward to this. I don't have an Atari yet. I have one game for the Atari, but I have played the Atari. I have a lot of experience with, some experience with the Atari, not a lot. So I'm looking forward to this. I'm just looking at the games that are on here, see if I know anything. Pitfall's on here, that's a good one. So I'm excited, at least for Pitfall on this. Next up is Lego Star Wars 2, the original trilogy. And this one, for some reason, was $5. So I'm not sure if this is any good. But I'm looking at a picture here of, looks like Leia with a Darth Vader mask on. That's kind of funny. So, anyways, complete, $5, and I have no idea if this is good or not. Let me know. Next up is Crash Nitro Kart. This one was $3 and complete. Then I got Twisted Metal Black, again $3, and again complete. I was playing Twisted Metal on the PS3 and having a lot of fun with it. I've never played this Twisted Metal actually until I got stuck in it, and I didn't know what to do, and I kept dying, so I kind of gave up on it. I know I'm really close to the end of the storyline, but I just don't know what to do. Next up is Ultimate Spider-Man, and this was $3 again. I think all the PS2 games here were $3. Complete, and I'm pretty sure, I thought I had this on the Xbox, not the PS2, but I have it on the PS2 already, so this is an extra. And now the one that's really kind of questioning if the resellers actually found this or not, because I actually overlooked this as well when I was looking at all these other games. I was like, oh my god, there's all these games here, and I missed this. And if you look really close, you can kind of see why. It was one of those GameStop ones, and I didn't look at it. I always skim over these when I go to GameStop, and I never buy these kind of games. The reason being is I want it complete. But when I took a second look, I looked at the title. I saw Dark Alliance 2. Okay. So I opened it up, and disc only copy of Dark Alliance 2, Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 2. But the added bonus is it had the original Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance as well in there. So not too bad a find for $3. I have both games. I'm missing the manual for Dark Alliance 2. Every time I seem to find it, it never has a manual. So, oh well. Next up, I went to a Value Village. When I bought that Day of Reckoning game, the cashier had this game sitting there, and she said, oh, someone's looking around, and they're going to come and get it. I went back a couple days later, and it was still there, so I guess the guy never got it. I kind of paid more than I wanted to pay for it, but it's Hotel Dusk, Room 215, and I've never seen this before, so I kind of wanted to pick it up because it looked really interesting. It's apparently some mystery novel, which hopefully means it has a good storyline. So for whatever reason, the guy didn't pick it up. It has a really ugly orange border at the top. Fuck, these things are tight as hell. It is complete, and I paid $8 for it. So a little bit higher than I wanted to spend, but because this looks so interesting, I figured I'd fork over the cash and give it a try. So Hotel Dusk, Room 215. I really hope it's good. I hope it has a good storyline. If it doesn't, I'm going to be pissed. So anyways, on to the Amiibo finds of the week, because I seem to have them every week, right? I didn't buy these. These were purchased by my fiance. And she kind of knew I was kind of unofficially collecting them. And once she started buying them, I guess I officially started collecting them. So the one I was really after in Wave 2 was this one here. Pit. I have no idea what she spent on it. She's not telling me, but I have Pit now. And I really like this character. He looks very good and very detailed. I've actually been playing a lot of Smash Brothers right now. In the last couple weeks, I've been playing a lot of Smash Brothers. Pit's not my favorite. Currently Little Mac and shit, what the hell was that other guy's name? Fuck. Sheik. Those are my two favorite right now. Sheik and Little Mac. Pit, he's okay. But I have played all the characters. Those are my favorite right now. And then she also got me this one here, Captain Falcon. And again, I have no idea what she paid for it. If you can see the top here kind of bends over. That fold is courtesy of Aries. He stepped on it on the ride over. So I got something to remember him from. Oh well. Not too bad though. Captain Falcon and Pit. So anyways, those are the finds of the week. And I know it's been a lot. This is kind of like what I used to pick up, this amount. I don't know if next week will be as big, but sometimes you have good weeks, sometimes you don't. So anyways, I think I had a good week, and I look forward to seeing what everyone else gets. Hopefully you can do better than I did. Not saying that I did bad, not saying I did good. I liked what I got. So anyways, looking forward to seeing what you guys got, and until next week, take care.